Ben Smith here with Wolfpack Fitness, and today we are training shoulders and tries at Samsons Gym, Eastleigh, Southampton area. So obviously if you're around, come and check it out. I'm travelled 30 minutes to get here today, but there's some awesome equipment you'll see as soon as we get inside. See you in.
What's good YouTube, Ben Smith here with a voiceover workout video for you guys today. I had the luxury of it being filmed by one of our boys at Wolfpack Fitness, which made things a lot easier, and we got some pretty decent footage for you guys. So I started off with some warm-ups, obviously warming up my shoulders, just hit a few on the bar, some rotator cuff warm-ups, and then went straight in for the strict barbell press at 40k and then strict barbell press at 50k. I'm not very strong in the overhead movement, so I moved on to push press so I can get some weight above my head. So I hit 5 reps on the 60k that you just saw there with a push press, and then I moved on to 80k where I did go for 2, but as you can see I unfortunately didn't get it, but that's what I was looking for really, just to hit a bit of failure with a decent amount of weight above my head so that I could overload the muscles, so to speak. And I moved on to a kind of like an underarm grip military press. As you can see, they've got a pretty decent machine there where you can just load the plates on. You haven't got the bar, and you've got a gap, which is quite nice when you're standing facing the machine, so we could get some decent range of motion on there. So what I was looking to do here was just gradually increase the weight, and then gradually decrease the reps, obviously as the weight increased. So I think I started off with 15 reps as you saw just previously, and then dropped down to 12 as I added a 2.5 plate on each side, and now again I've added another 2.5, so we're up to a 10 plate on each side. Going down, I think maybe 10, I'm not too sure, but as I say, what I'm mainly trying to do here is just work to a point of failure. Reps are kind of irrelevant. All you're doing is working the muscle. I want to stress actually at this point that for me, I'm a massive believer in muscle-mind connection and really focusing on the muscle that you're trying to train, rather than just focusing on getting a number, lifting a weight, or going through the movement. A lot of people go in the gym, they go, right, I'm going to do 5 sets of 10 at this weight. I mean, that's all well and good, it's a plan, it's a structure, but if you're not focusing on the exact muscle, then you're not going to get the results or the desired results you're looking for. So really just work within how you feel during that workout when you're hitting the muscle group that you're trying to train. So here, just a superset on the cable, quite like hitting front raises and lat raises on the cable machine, because it just kind of gives you that constant tension throughout the movement, rather than sort of when you're at the bottom of the movement taking the tension off, because obviously the cable is going to be pulling you still. So yeah, it gives you a constant tension. So basically what I've done here is a slightly heavier set on the front raises, so I think it was only a couple of kilos heavier, and as you can see, as I come up wide, slightly wider, and then come in a little bit, just really focusing on that lateral and sort of anterior deltoid. Then all I done was, once I've hit, I think it was a set of 10, maybe 12, just spun round, dropped the weight, and then hit some strict sort of lat raises, trying to keep my body as still as possible, not too much movement, really just, as I say, trying to focus on the muscle that I'm trying to work rather than the movement or the weight. Then we added in some, these are more sort of like upright row, lat raise kind of combo things really. Not strict with the arms straight out. I'm kind of, as you can see, I'm kind of pulling up with my elbows slightly first, hit that rear delt, and then following with my forearms, keeping the weights high. This just really, I mean again, there's probably no real name for this movement, but I'm just focusing on working that muscle, guys. It's the muscle that I was trying to target, and that worked for me at the point. Then I switched up it a bit because I started to fatigue slightly in that movement. I decided to hit a lighter weight and go for a bit more time under tension. So I was doing a lat raise, kind of around the world jobby, pulling it around to the front and then back round to the back, and I felt this all over my shoulder. As you come up, you're hitting your lateral deltoid. As you bring it around to the front, you're hitting your anterior delt, and then as you pull it back, you're hitting your posterior delt. So it is just a generally all-round good shoulder exercise. Okay, then we move back to some pressing movements. We went lighter, go for some Arnie presses, but slightly different. Rather than coming too far around at the front, which would take tension off the shoulders, and going too high, we're not locking out. We just basically kept tension right the way through. Again, my kind of philosophy, the way I look at lifting, is it's not about necessarily what you lift, it's how you lift it. So here we're just focusing on getting that blood into the muscles. Cool, so that finished off our shoulder routine nicely. Then we moved on to some triceps, and again, this is skull crushers. You've probably seen this done with easy barbells, all sorts of stuff. You can do these with dumbbells as well, but again, the reason we use the cable machine is it gives you that constant tension. So when you're at the top of the motion, because it's not about so much the gravity coming down towards your chest, so obviously when you lock out your arms, you're going to be taking the tension off if you're using dumbbells. Because it's the cable pulling you back, it just keeps real constant tension. And what we was focusing on doing was trying to hit more of the lateral head of the deltoid, so we're rolling our elbows out as we're doing the easy skull crushers. And the same with these tricep pull downs on the rope. As you can see there, I'm twisting out, really focusing on that lateral head of the tricep. Cool, so I've never tried these before. It's a definite different sensation, but they had the chains, and I thought, I've seen this all over YouTube and I've got to give it a go. So I whacked some chains on me. I couldn't tell you how much they weigh. They felt maybe 15 kilos, something like that. But it's quite a strange sensation. It really pulls you forward. It feels like you're floating in midair. Bit more of a chest and front delt movement, but still hit the triceps quite nicely. Then moved on to some bodyweight dips, just hitting kind of like to failure, or as many dips as we can, really getting the blood into the muscle. Okay, I finished off my workout with some arms. I like to train arms quite regularly. It's a small muscle group, they repair pretty quickly, and they grow, well, not as quickly. So I like to hit them as regularly as I can. As long as they're not hurting, I'm pretty much training them. So I made use of this bicep machine, which helped me do a strict bicep curl. Thanks for watching, guys.
Awesome workout there. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Samsons Gym, if you're in the area, obviously Eastleigh, Southampton area, it's worth travelling. I travelled 30 minutes to come here. Good gym. You saw the equipment that we used in there, so it's pretty awesome. Make sure you come down and check it out, and see you next time.